Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, you can visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we continue our position-by-position review of the Packers 2025 season with the linebackers. Now, we will break down each player as an individual, but the grade will be for the unit as a whole. The marks are based on a combination of performance and expectation, and the average grade is a C+. And overall, we think the linebackers were solid, but not spectacular. So, the starters were Quay Walker and Edgerrin Cooper and Isaiah McDuffie. Walker led the team in tackles for the fourth straight year. He's got the speed and athleticism that scouts love, and he's also developed into a leader. He now wears the green dot on his helmet to communicate with the coaches pre-snap. He had a career-high 128 tackles, including 8 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, 7 quarterback hits, and broke up 5 passes. His speed does help him to blitz the quarterback and to cover running backs or tight ends coming out of the backfield. But the weakness in Walker's game, a lack of big plays. In 4 years with the Packers, he's intercepted 1 pass, recovered 1 fumble, hasn't forced a fumble since 2022, and he's a little slow in his ability to read plays and make quick decisions. So he is scheduled to be a free agent in March, and unless the Packers agree to a new contract with him, he will hit the open market. Now, Edgerrin Cooper became a full-time starter this year after having a very strong rookie season, but when the Packers traded for Micah Parsons, it changed the role that Cooper had, and he failed to have the big impact and make the big plays that he made as a rookie. He did have 118 total tackles, but only 4 tackles for loss this year after 13 in his rookie year. Only a half a sack, had 3.5 as a rookie. And because of the addition of Parsons, Jeff Hafley did not call on Cooper to be a disruptive force like he was in his rookie season. He still has the speed you like, and he has the potential to be a Pro Bowl player, and it'll be very interesting to see how the new defensive coordinator chooses to utilize Edgerrin Cooper in his 3rd NFL season. Isaiah McDuffie played all 17 games. He started 12. He was in on 92 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 1 interception. You know, McDuffie is not an elite athlete by NFL standards, but he's smart. He gives you 100%, and he is a much better run defender than he is against the pass. He comes out of the game very often in obvious passing situations. He also adds leadership and can contribute on special teams. Now, the backups, the primary backup was Tyron Hopper, and even he mostly contributed on special teams, started 2 games on defense, but was only on the field for 11% of the team's defensive snaps. 24 tackles for Hopper, 1 for loss, forced 1 fumble. And if Quay Walker leaves, Tyron Hopper may have an opportunity to become a starter in his 3rd NFL season next year. He's a hard hitter. You like his speed, but does he have the ability to read plays and put himself in the right position to make plays? We'll see whether or not he's ready for a full-time role. The other 3 linebackers who were on the roster and or practice squad did not see a lot of action. Both Nick Niemann and Christian Welsh played exclusively on special teams. Niemann had 11 total tackles, was only in 7 games before an injury sidelined him, and then Welch played only 2 snaps on defense in 8 games, spent some time on the practice squad, had 3 tackles, all of them on special teams. And then Jamon Johnson spent the season on the practice squad, but was elevated for 2 games, including starting the season finale against the Vikings, had 10 total tackles in that game. and he will be back next year to compete for a roster spot. So the Packers linebackers did a good job of keeping plays in front of them and rallying to the ball and pass coverage. The run defense kind of broke down later in the season when both Micah Parsons and Devontae Wyatt were out of the lineup. So the linebackers had a different role than they did last year. They weren't called on to blitz as often, and the result was fewer big plays and less impressive stats. Now, this group was solid, but not spectacular. There's a job opening, assuming Quay Walker does not re-sign, and we'll see how the new defensive coordinator, who is yet to be hired, will utilize these linebackers next season. The final grade for the linebackers is a B, barely a B, just a little bit better than a B minus, and hopefully we will see better play overall from them in the coming year. Visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers, and also we'd love to hear your opinion. Feel free to comment on your thoughts on the Packers linebackers. We will always answer comments from our viewers. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day. Hit the like button and subscribe here on YouTube so you never miss an episode of the Daily Packers Post. And of course, go Pack Go.